What do you do when you want to buy a small hotel like this one in Grand Junction, Colorado? You want to turn it into a huge success, but you can't escape its dark past. Well, of course, you call us.
The Melrose Hotel was established in 1908. Over its many years of service, this building has been witness to devil worship and murder. Some believe it is these very experiences that have caused something unholy to viciously attack and possess many of the male guests, unleashing unthinkable violence. We begin our investigation of this establishment by interviewing someone who has experienced the raw power of this hotel firsthand, manager Christopher Bickford.
How long have you been living here?
Coming January will be 2 years.
Are you noticing anything in your room when you're alone in there? Have you ever?
I've noticed, I notice a lot in all rooms. I've lived in 4 different rooms in this hotel. Do not disturb signs that are on the inside of the doorknob. I'll sit there and just watch it for a while. It'll be dead still. No windows open, no fan, nothing, and it'll just start moving. My blinds move on their own.
Okay. Is there anything going on with you while you've been here? In your mind, your thoughts?
I feel, I mean, I have mood swings, I guess, to say. I feel like I feel energies. There's times I feel ultra sad when there's no reason to be ultra sad. There's times I feel really angry.
Are you noticing that when you leave here, you feel different?
Oh, yes. When I get a chance to go out somewhere, I feel like a weight's been lifted.
Is it possible Chris's anger is a manifestation of something dark within these walls? The answer may lie within the horrors of the hotel's past.
I am the owner of the Melrose Hotel. I've owned it for 20 years. The previous owners, I was told, was a woman named Sabrina and her English husband. Sabrina disappeared.
On September 15th, 1997, Marcus told his hotel employees that he and Sabrina were going on a day trip. That night, he returned alone.
From what I understand, he took off and went to Vegas and tried to commit suicide.
When his attempt to take his own life failed, Marcus fled to England. With no evidence to go on, the police were helpless. 7 years later, in 2004, the truth would finally surface.
Cowboy on a ranch found a skull. The DNA was able to match it to Sabrina.
I'm sorry, I have to take my son to the doctor.
It very much could have been that an argument pursued or something like that, and she was killed on the premises.
Marcus, stop.
I told you! Over and over again!
If she was killed here, he then removed the body and took her out to the desert.
If the murder did happen in the hotel, could Sabrina's spirit be targeting men as revenge? Or could there be a darker entity trying to possess men in order to fuel more violence?
I'll let you know that right now the ghosts attack the men in the house. That's what happens. The men get attacked the most.
What are these entities doing to you?
I mean, I sent you guys pictures of the scratches on my head.
Yeah.
That's happened 3 times since I've been back. Over the last month, actually. They're using my energy, feeding their emotions into me while I'm awake.
Okay, and those emotions would be extreme rage, anger?
Very
sad.
manic in every situation.
Okay, and have you been like that before? Like
Not
that
before this
severe?
hotel. No, not before this hotel.
Okay. Yeah, getting marked in a place where there was a murder here from the previous owner.
Right.
And now you're getting marked.
Right.
Okay. That's really, really serious.
I understand that.
Hector came 5.5 years ago and asked if he could go down in the basement And I grabbed him. I said, yes, please do. I said, something terrible is going on downstairs.
You know the owner of this place.
Yeah, she's
Joya.
really dear to my heart. She's a wonderful lady.
I want you to tell me what you and her discovered in the basement of this place.
I've almost done 100 investigations, and this place here, the last time we were here, was the only time I was really nervous and scared for my life.
Do you believe that you became possessed?
It was a very near possession because I felt that heaviness. I felt like something was holding me down, that I couldn't move. And the same goes with my colleague. And he saw the exact figure that was coming for me, that wanted to hurt me.
What did the figure look like?
He told me that it was a dark figure that had teeth, that long teeth, that it was sharp, and it had horns. And he kept on moving his head and smiling because he wanted to hurt us.
Did something possess this man, and did that have any influence in him murdering his wife?
I just get a really bad feeling that it doesn't want us down there, either you or I.
Sabrina and Marcus are not the only couple to fall prey to the darkness in this building. The previous managers have their own peculiar story.
I want you to tell me how long ago Jim and Lynn were managing this place and what you personally discovered in the basement.
So they got here around February of this year. I worked with them for a while. They moved up here from Georgia, and I watched them just spiral downhill.
One of the people, one of the workers said, Joy, you need to go downstairs. I went downstairs, and lo and behold, there was an altar.
There were bottles marked poison, blood. It was
Blood?
almost like a shrine.
Was there ever any physical evidence outside of that stuff of ritualistic markings, things like that?
I believe so. I believe there's still a box down there right now that has some like pitchforks carved into it.
What happened to them? Why are they not here right now?
They weren't doing their job. He was locking himself inside the basement from the inside.
Why would he lock himself in the basement?
I don't know. He actually pulled out a bed and laid it down there, and he would stay down there.
Okay.
I believe he spoke to them.
He spoke to who?
To the spirits or whatever's down there.
Okay. And using the blood and using the bones
Yes,
to conjure them.
correct.
Guys, come here, quick.
Where you at?
Aaron, come here, dude.
Where are you?
Here, come here. Dakota.
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
What?
I don't know, dude. Feel this? Just my, like...
It's cold.
my legs are ice cold. Something has a hold of my legs. I got just a real bad rage. I just wanted to grab you out of your throat and tear your esophagus out. But listen to me, I'm fine right now. I'm fine right now, okay? Come here. Don't go away from me. I don't want to do that right now.
Right now?
Guys, there is something coming up my legs. Can you feel this? Do you have a Mel? It's all over me. Grab a tri-field or something, Aaron. This isn't good.
No.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to document this.
What happened?
Something's happening, man. I came over here, you guys are setting up your cameras. I hear the loudest bang ever. Just boom! On the walls, like someone punched a door. Guys? And I look down this hallway. This cat is sitting by an open door and just staring down at the hallway as if the cat is looking at something. What are you looking at, kitty? Somebody there? In that whole moment right there, I felt like I was in trouble. Like something is not good here. Okay.
You got it. It's right in this area a second ago.
Here, do me a favor.
Yeah.
I gotta, like,
Hold on.
step away from this. Follow Dakota down there and measure this.
Up and down. It's like right around your leg.
What is around me?
Oh, look.
That's high.
Oh my God.
Oh.
What?
You're right, dude. As soon as I came back with that gear, the vibe in this whole hallway has totally shifted and changed. Totally.
I hate when I get like that. Like, I hate when they make me feel that. 'Cause it's not.
The rage.
Very sensitive to energy. We all are. Or like a wound. And it's when you're doing this nonstop. Your senses become more raw. Because every little interaction, and we've had thousands, the anatomy within you changes. How are you feeling here?
I get instant moments of rage.
And found traces of her blood in the van.
Hi, Jessica, how you doing?
Doing good, how are you?
So you're the assistant manager here.
Yes, I've never seen anything or felt anything like this till I moved in here.
Do you live here with your boyfriend?
Yes.
Does he also work here?
He helps out, yes.
Okay. Travis, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, sir.
How are you feeling here? Because I've been here a short time, and I feel something here.
I get instant moments of rage.
That's
it's
exactly what
weird.
would happen to me.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I really, I mean, it gives me goosebumps to even talk about it, but I mean, the gloominess, the darkness just can capture you. I mean, it's like, I don't know, something just got you from the inside. It's just crushing your inside.
Sometimes I'll get glimpses of his eyes or something, and they just, he's not. Doesn't seem like he's there.
It doesn't.
It's like it's dark. I think the men in this building have been affected. Sometimes that look in his eyes, I've seen it in Chris's too. I don't like it. You can tell they're looking at you, but it's not them, it's something else.
The guys that seem to be here seem to get the I'm not sure if you want to show it on camera. I have bruises all over my leg.
How did you get these bruises?
I have no idea. I mean, there's no unexplainable answer to it. And
So these are appearing on you while you're here.
Yes, sir.
Did you go have these looked at?
Yes, sir. By the hospital, they can't explain it either.
Do you think you've seen proof of something of a spirit or an entity that could be affecting you or that could be causing this? What's happening?
Yeah, no, I'm getting chills because I saw a demon. The only way I can describe it is basically like it was a black figure with razor sharp teeth.
It was a dark figure that had teeth that were sharp.
And it looked at us from the adjacent room and just smile. And I sat up and I couldn't breathe. I mean, I was scared. I've never seen something like that and I couldn't explain it. And it is, like I say, it gives me chills to talk about it, but it's kind of weird, like, to talk about it. I don't mean to say it like that.
Not to us.
I don't want to feel like I'm crazy
It's okay.
or anything.
No, we're here to help, so.
Yes, sir.
It is day 2 of our investigation, and we just got a lead into the 1997 murder where Hotel Melrose owner Marcus killed his wife Sabrina.
I told you over and over!
Now, some people speculate that this murder took place in the basement of Hotel Melrose. And Hector, who we met earlier, claims that he came into contact with the spirit of Sabrina.
I felt the sadness, the betrayal that she had from a person that said that they loved her.
We're here at Rimrock Adventures, and we're gonna meet with someone who has something very disturbing to tell us about a van that was once used by Marcus and Sabrina at Hotel Melrose. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks for meeting us.
Yes,
We got your
absolutely.
call kind of last minute.
Yeah.
So, this is really interesting. You own Rimrock Adventures, which I think is for the summertime rafting, stuff like that, right?
Yes.
So tell me about this van that you once owned, because it was something inside of it that I'm really interested about.
So it was actually owned by the hotel, by Marcus and Sabrina, and they used it to take their guests on tours around the valley. And they would bring groups here to do rafting and horseback riding. And right after she disappeared, Marcus sold the van to my father here at Rimrock Adventures. And he'd been using it, they'd painted it, put a logo on it, and used it to do tours around here. The police brought the van in for investigation and found traces of her blood and DNA in the van.
There was blood in
Yes.
the van.
Yes, they found blood in the van.
So if they found Sabrina's blood in the van, then he must have used the van to transport her body somewhere. And do you know where they found her body? Where?
Yeah, they actually found it on Douglas Pass. It was a rancher looking for his lost cattle.
Did they just find her head or her?
I think they just found her skull.
So she was obviously dismembered.
Yes.
You can't come up with a better formula for an unrested spirit where the body has never been found, only the head, and her spirit claiming to still be at the hotel where she lived. We're dealing with a victim
Right.
that I believe is still alive in another form.
Yeah.
So not only are we trying to face the darkness there, we're also trying to help her. And the first step in trying to help her is knowing all of this type of information.
Right.
Because it's really helpful to reference when we try to communicate with her. Sabrina, I know you're not at rest.
Listen, there's footsteps. Yes.
Okay, it's an absolutely cold night here in Grand Junction, Colorado. It is now time to investigate a very scary Hotel Melrose. What we're trying to investigate here is make contact with an unrested spirit. Her name is Sabrina. She was murdered in 1997. Her decapitated head was found in a cattle field just north of here. There's still speculation that she was murdered here in the basement. They don't know exactly where she was murdered. But what we do know is that people have sensed her presence here. But the big concern here and the big caution for us is that something very violent here likes to attack men.
I have bruises all over my leg.
The question is, whatever is here, whatever dark force is here at the hotel, did it influence this man named Marcus to do what he did to his wife?
Aaron, Billy, and myself will be locked inside of the Hotel Melrose for our entire lockdown, and there will be no nerve center to keep an eye on us during this investigation.
Okay, we're gonna head to the other side of the building over there.
The darker side, really.
Where Chris, the manager, his room is, where he's been severely attacked, and where I had a really disturbing episode when we were filming our interviews. I just wanted to grab you by your throat and tear your esophagus out. I want to start with just some Polaroid pictures. I'm going to take them, we'll put them back in base camp, let them have time to develop and take a look at them. Sometimes some of your most primitive equipment is some of my favorite.
Are you ready to show yourself to us? Sabrina, I know that you owned this place with your husband, and he murdered you. I know you're not at rest. Only your head was found. I want you to tell us if that happened here.
What was that?
Oh,
I don't know.
Sabrina, was that you?
Don't shake it because the people will be
Listen, there's footsteps.
Yes.
How's that possible?
Those were upstairs.
Around the corner, maybe.
Sounded like somebody was running.
Yeah.
Are you the one that doesn't like men? Because if you don't like men, you've got 3 of us right now. 3 of us. You're giving bruises to Travis, sending him to the hospital. You're attacking Chris, the manager.
Oh my God, that scared me.
That just scared me.
Thought it was a growl.
All of a sudden, the furnace kicks on, and at first sounds like a deep guttural growl, which really freaks us out because we won't lie, we are all completely on edge.
Let me tell you something, just because I'm doing this and being tough to these spirits doesn't mean that I'm not scared. Trust me. But doing this is I'm poking a stick at them right now, trying to piss them off. But don't think for any minute that I'm just being Mr. Tough Guy, because it is terrifying when they manifest. Something you can't see attacks you, gets in you, controls you. No, sir.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah.
Do me a quick favor.
Yeah. Those footsteps that we heard, I think they were upstairs.
Don't shake it because the people will be
Listen, there's footsteps.
Yes.
It sounded like it was upstairs.
Please do me a favor.
Can you set the geophone up there?
Yeah, hurry up and go do that, because if we're getting phantom footsteps up there, I want to detect if something's walking through that hallway. We're gonna wait for you right here. We're not gonna do anything.
Okay.
We're gonna stay still. Go, go.
Billy runs upstairs to see if we can get further validation that those phantom footsteps were paranormal.
I'm placing this geophone in the middle of the hallway on the 2nd floor. Any footsteps, these lights will light up. Also above that, you'll notice that that's the temperature, so we'll notice temperature changes as well. The geobox also has an EMF detector in it with lights that light up, so I'm gonna place that right now. All right, guys, that's set.
Okay, ready? Show yourself.
Dude, I'm getting this crazy vibe right now.
You are?
Yeah.
This is the spot. This is where I got Zach.
It was weird, dude. It was like not a hangover, but just like adrenaline, but like a caffeine high. That's what it felt like. Just it's really weird.
I'm gonna turn this on because I'm starting to feel something too, Aaron. This is called the Direct Link by IDC Devices, and it's really cool because there is no antenna. You are the antenna. And by placing my thumb on this copper piece here, that's the direct.
Whoa.
Is that the end of the hallway? And by placing my thumb on this copper piece here, that's the direct. That's the direct.
Whoa.
I don't know who we're gonna make contact with. It could be Sabrina. It could be other people who have died here. It could be something demonic.
It could be anything.
Let's try.
Help. It said help.
As soon as I turn this device on, we get a very clear female voice asking for help. Could this be Sabrina, who was living at this hotel when she was murdered by her husband, as they were co-owners of the Hotel Melrose?
Help. It said help.
A force just pulled me into this wall right here.
Oh, my life!
What?
We were
at the Melrose Hotel in Grand Junction, Colorado, and we believe we may have just made contact with Sabrina, the co-owner who was murdered in 1997.
Help.
It said help.
Who is this? Can you tell me your name?
The general.
Say it's the general.
It sounded like, yeah.
It's the general.
The general.
We were informed by the owner that there have been suicides here at the hotel by veterans of past wars. Could this chilling response be the spirit of one of them? Can you tell me your name?
The general. The general.
Say it's the general. We begin using the SLS camera to see if we can visually capture the general, but the device keeps malfunctioning in this hallway.
Stop.
We just heard you. Can we now see you? Shut again.
No way.
And as I become angry due to the SLS not working, I feel something pull me into a wall.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
I got upset. I was angry because that device didn't work. And as I was walking back, it feels like I didn't feel hands on me, but just something pulled me. Like a force just pulled me into this wall right here. And as I tried walking towards this camera, I felt it come up on behind me. Damn. You brought me that SLS. It wasn't working. I got angry. It kept turning off by itself.
Fed off
I
your
was
anger.
walking. I hit this wall.
Dude, it's probably feeding off.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it. You're upset.
I got angry.
Yeah, and
it
it
definitely
fed
was
off that.
attracted to that anger of the SLS not working. I used the direct link. It sounded like that female. I don't know if that was Sabrina. Aaron, take your camera, pull out Spirit Box, because you are connected to that device. Go to Spirit Box and walk down this hallway. I want to see if Aaron can use a different communication device and receive similar responses to the ones that came through the direct link. What do you want? What are you? What do you say? Whoa! The first voice that comes through Aaron's spirit box is help, the same word that first came through the direct link. Only the voice Aaron captures sounds like a male and not a female. What are you? What do you say?
Whoa, dude.
Who do you want?
Oh,
Is she the girl?
That's the same girl from the other device. Who do you want?
Is she the girl?
As we all hear what sounds like the same female voice that I captured on our direct link device, upstairs we begin capturing activity on the geophone. For an extended period of 3 minutes, a high level of electromagnetic activity is measured around the device. You can even hear us in the moment reacting to the female voice downstairs. What do you want? Oh, that's the same girl from the other device.
You alright? What's it doing to you, Aaron?
Antsy, angry, chill. Antsy, angry, chill. That's how I feel. I'm constantly waiting.
Sabrina!
Sabrina, speak to us. Whoa, trying to?
Right after Billy tells Sabrina to speak to us, incredibly she replies,
Sabrina, speak to us. Whoa!
What's wrong?
I'm angry. Oh my God, dude. Evil. It's evil. Do you hear that? I heard that.
just as Aaron says that he's starting to get angry, a spirit comes through and tries to take credit for what is affecting him by saying, "I'm evil."
Evil. It's evil. Do you hear that? I heard that.
As I leave to run back to base camp to grab a full spectrum camera, on my way back in the pitch dark, I seem to scare Aaron out of his mind.
Oh, my life! What? What?
Oh my God, Zach walked up.
Oh my God.
Scared the out of me, dude.
I went to go get the full spectrum.
Oh my God, dude, you came out of nowhere.
You almost mowed me over.
You alright?
Oh,
Sorry, dude.
it's okay. It's not your fault.
I went to go get the full spectrum.
Dude.
Turn it off, Aaron.
What is that? Shh. Hold on. What was that? Is that upstairs?
What was that?
Boom, boom, boom.
Who's in our presence right now? Feel the back of me. Feel the back of me. As our investigation continues, we hear something move above us.
What was that? Is that upstairs?
What was that?
Boom, boom, boom.
All of a sudden, we hear extremely loud bangs.
What is that?
We don't know exactly where they're coming from, but we assume upstairs, so we immediately head up there. And on the way, I sustain a very painful injury.
Ow! What was that? What'd you hit? Oh, God.
My left shin.
Oh, you hit that.
Oh, cheese and rice.
That hurt.
Oh, what is it? What got me?
It's a plant.
Oh, why did that get me in the shin?
Because it's perfect shin height and it's super heavy.
This pain feels like when you're riding a bike and your foot slips off the pedal and then the metal pedal flips back and cracks you right in the shin. You remember that?
I turn on the Ovilus 4. I'm gonna try everything we have.
Look, we don't know who we're in company with. And I'd appreciate it if you came and talked to us. Can you give us a message? I could hear you making noise up here. Sabrina, can you tell us where we were today? Sabrina, where did they find your skull? Was that you trying to give us a sign up here? Who's in our presence right now?
Lady!
Oh
my God!
Oh my God.
Lady!
Did you hear how it said it? It's just
Lady! I've never seen it say it like that. Lady!
No.
Feel the back of me! Feel the back of me! Feel that?
And it goes, lady!
Lady!
As I ask who is in our presence, we believe Sabrina comes through and tells us she is.
Lady!
But for those of you who are somewhat skeptical of the Ovilus device, watch what happens as I turn very slowly to see what is making my back so cold in the room behind me.
You're doing a great job, Sabrina.
Slower.
I was just turning.
Oh my God!
Turn
I started turning. Did you see me?
I was filming you,
Listen to
yeah.
this. I started going like this. Very slow to see what was behind me because I feel that cold pressure. As I was saying that, turn slower.
Dude.
You could see me. You could see that I'm turning slower. Is this Sabrina or is this somebody else now? Who's in this room? I begin taking more Polaroid pictures, one after the other, and as we head down to base camp to review them, we notice what appears to be an unexplained dark figure in this one particular photo. All right, a couple of the pictures, we captured what appears to be a figure down at the end of the hallway. And I'll show you a zoom in of it. I took a picture with my phone of the Polaroid. Do you see that figure there?
Yeah.
So we took another picture. This other picture kind of turned out blurry. So we're kind of unsure of what this is. And here's the Polaroid photo of it. So let's go upstairs and see if we can try to debunk this, because this is impressive looking. We immediately head upstairs to the exact spot where this unexplained figure was captured, and I try to debunk it by taking additional photos. I'm gonna take a picture with my camera just to make sure that there's no patterns in that wood siding right there that would be matrixing.
Right.
So let's take a picture, similar angle. Yeah, look at this.
Oh, it's in your picture.
So I just took a picture with my camera phone, and if you zoom into it,
There you go.
you see this shape again, which means that that's definitely debunked, that that's some type of a pattern in the wood. So we'll go look at this.
You see anything?
Yeah, you can actually kind of see the shape here in like the finish.
Oh yeah, you can see it right here. Like,
Yeah.
it's like something was wiped.
It's like a blemish in the varnish.
Yeah.
Which gives the illusion of a figure. And we just took the same picture with my camera phone as we did with the Polaroid. And you can see this same blemish here. This is debunked. No figure. As we head down to base camp and continue reviewing the other Polaroids, we discover this. So we're looking at other Polaroid photos and we captured this one. This one has this weird white anomaly at the bottom. Do you see that?
Yeah, that's weird. What is that?
I don't know.
Some type of a mist or something. That's interesting.
Shouldn't be there.
No, shouldn't be there at all.
It's like a cloudy mist.
We now head back upstairs to investigate exactly where this anomaly was captured.
Over here, Aaron?
It's got a blue stripe on the bed.
I think it's the next one. This
Let me
one.
see. No, it's this one.
You sure?
Blue stripe?
Yeah, it looks blue, but it's yellow.
Yeah, that's it.
It's this.
That's the room.
I just captured a figure on here. Oh, God, dude! Our investigation has taken a turn here at the Melrose Hotel, in a room we recently photographed. It's this one.
You sure?
Blue stripe?
Yeah, it looks blue, but it's yellow.
Yeah, that's it.
It's this.
That's the room.
Is that you in this room? Can we see you again? All of a sudden, Billy enters a different room and immediately becomes disconnected from everything else that's going on.
I don't feel like I'm here right now. I just feel like I'm in a dream or something. It's like it's real thick. Haze, dream sequence. Do you feel disconnected from your body a little? Wow, it's cold in here. Zach, come in here. Feel the energy of this room. This room make you sick.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
God, man, feel this.
Whoa. That was weird.
What was it?
It's just a weird shape.
As Billy is feeling something heavy in this room, I detect some type of anomaly right in front of him, just above this bed frame. I believe that Billy is being affected by this spirit's energy as it tries to manifest into a full figure.
Take that recorder right there. It's on the bed.
Is it rolling?
Oh my God. There was just a little figure that appeared on top of the bed.
You can feel this. There's something going on in this room right now.
There was just a little figure that just appeared on the bed.
The energy anomaly now fully manifests into a figure, and then all of a sudden, Billy has to leave the room.
Oh, man. Step out for a minute. Stop on this. Go in there.
I just captured a figure on here, and do you guys agree that down here, you're a lot angrier?
Yeah, 100%.
We're a lot more on edge, not in touch with ourselves?
Yeah.
Because of the heightened activity and anger in this room, I decided to try out a new device called the IDC intercom box, which scans randomly through frequencies and features a variable speed control, as well as other onboard enhancements, allowing spirits to communicate directly. Turn this on. The whole ground vibrated.
It did. That wasn't you?
No.
I felt that.
Oh, God, dude. Something just touched me on the leg.
I told you there's something in this room.
I told you. On the leg.
It's right between
Classic
the bed.
boogeyman under the bed type.
And where was the
Oh my God, bro, I am ridiculously scared right now. I felt something on my leg, you guys. Classic boogeyman under the bed.
I told you there's something between those
I
beds.
felt something on my ankle.
Is there a cat in here? I don't know.
Turn your camera on real quick and look for a cat. As I feel something touch the outside of my ankle, I tell the guys to look under the bed to make sure there isn't a cat or something that could have brushed against me. And at this time, we receive our very first voice through the intercom box device.
Oh,
What was that?
did I just say Johnny?
That was the first voice we got.
What did he say?
We receive a very high-class vocal tone response, and this device has been on for 10 minutes with absolutely no other voices, but we don't know exactly what this voice is saying. Do you?
What was that?
After this voice, the box goes silent for another 8 minutes before we receive this intelligent response to my question.
Who's in this room with us? We can feel you.
What?
Whoa, why is that blue?
I don't know. I don't know. Why did the blue light up, though?
Right when that voice came through.
And it was strong.
We receive a final, chilling, crystal clear voice coming through saying, Jim.
What?
Whoa, why is that blue?
I don't know. I don't know.
After this voice, the activity in this room goes still, and as we near the end of our investigation, Billy decides to investigate the basement, where he uses multiple pieces of equipment, but documents no further evidence, leading us to conclude that the rooms inside of the Hotel Melrose are reverberating with the energy of its tumultuous past. The conversations that we made with the spirits here, including who we believe to be Sabrina, will not only remain with us forever, but will hopefully help her move on from the horrific tragedy that ended her life so abruptly.